Hello, guys. And boom. All right, we're live. Cool. Welcome, guys, to the second morning watch list and opening bell live stream. The other one yesterday was pretty interesting. It was my first one, and we were a little behind schedule. We only had 15 minutes to build the morning watch list, plus understand how the live streaming was functioning, we're filming the right stream and everything, screen and everything like that. So it was a bit rushed of a morning. So this one's going to be a little bit more relaxed. So for the first half of this video, we're going to be building a watch list and roughly 30 minutes. And then and then the opening bell, we're going to be trading for roughly another 30 minutes of trading. I might go a little bit longer if there's a trade, or I might end it a little bit early if there's no trades. Either way, we're probably going to, even if we're in a trade that's just taking a little too long, we're just going to cut it roughly at 30 minutes of live trading, just because I want this to be about an hour live stream. I don't really want it to be any more than that, ideally a little bit under. So yeah, if you're watching this live or on playback, honestly, I appreciate you guys for making the time to improve your own trading and joining me today. I've learned a lot from other traders doing live streaming or just their trading recaps. So I hope I can do my part in sharing some of the trading experiences via these live streams. So hopefully that works out. Also, a little bit about these videos. I'm actually going to be coming out. You can see in the title it says a $25,000 challenge, and on Tuesday next week, which is, drum roll, which is the 12th, so literally in a week from now, I'm going to be coming out with a little bit more about this whole journey that I'm doing with the $25,000 challenge. And I'm posting everything. I've already been posting everything for a month on TradeToWin.com. I have a journey thread there. And if you guys want to learn more about that, there's a link in the video description below. It's Enzlo, ENZLO.com/25K journey. So if you guys want to check that out, definitely go ahead and do so. I post all my morning watch list there as well. And I'm going to be posting these 1-hour live streams every day I trade. For those of you guys who don't know, my name's Alex Winkler, and I used to be a full-time trader actually when I lived in New York City. That was from 2013 to 2016, just like give or take a few months. Then I stopped for a few years because I was building a startup with my brother called Vice Offers. It was an affiliate network with my brother, and it was really good fun. But it was just, full time. I didn't really have time to do trading. So I basically put trading completely on hold. And just about a little bit ago, we got a manager that really handles it full time. I just do some of the finance and the accounting in the back end. So that's really cool. And then I spent about 2 years traveling Europe and Africa. And yeah, now I'm finally back and ready to trade full time. So I'll dive a bit more into that stuff on that Tuesday video, but I just wanted to make a little recap just so you guys know who I am and what's going on here. So let's dive into the morning watch list. I haven't really done too much yet in terms of checking out certain stocks and whatnot, but I did post this trade I made yesterday on Profitly, and it was a pretty cool little trade. Let me just go here. So we're still trading with a fairly small position sizes, on average about $1,000. We're growing our account from 2K to 25K. Even though we did something today that I need to announce, and also but before we do that, the trade yesterday was a really nice one, 12.5%. We paid fees on it because it was an OTC, and a nice little profit. But yesterday was a pretty sketchy trade. I just gotta throw that out there. And the reason it was a little sketchy is because there was such low volume. It was about a 0.2 million, so $200,000 volume when I was trading this. So that was really sketchy trade. And then when I posted this on Profitly, I was just looking at some of the other trades on Nugs, and it looks like a lot of people had the same issue. Big mistake, too much size on this low volume. Kyle here, who's a big trader on Profitly, stupid long on this liquid wheat runner, should have never taken this trade. It looks like a lot of people are complaining about the really bad trade. Learned a lesson. failed morning spike. They couldn't really get out. Basically, there was not a lot of volume, and that's exactly what happened to us. Not just was the spread bad, but the volume was bad. We took a really small position, so we were kind of fine, but I would not trade this with anything over $5,000, for example. You can also see the winning percentage is pretty high on here. I hope you guys can really see that. It's kind of a little hard for me to zoom in right now. Let me see if this is better. Here's a little bit more zoomed in view. The winning percentage is 63.41. That's a huge winning percentage. That means, and the average gain is pretty small. That means a lot of people are trading this. They're kind of shooting for the moon. They're doing it with small accounts. Actually, wait, hold on. I got the winning percentage mixed up with the average percent gain. Sorry about that. So, but it's still 14%. The average trader, I follow a lot of traders, and they're making around 7% is their average percent gain. So this is double that, which is still huge. Just to give you guys an idea. I mean, so, you know, this is more of like, it seems like a chaser or kind of one of those stocks that people are really reaching. They're looking for that home run. So just something to little point out from yesterday. Let's just check out the screener on Finviz. This is a very standard percent gainer screen scanner. Sorry guys, I was like, what am I talking about? I'm drinking another coffee, and this is actually tea right now, but ooh, a little tired. We'll check out some of these very quickly. It's always interesting. A lot of these that are on here are stuff that is on our watch list from yesterday, and I just kind of like to see a few other screeners that are a bit more default, see what's going on, something to see if I really missed something. And it looks like TUSK is something I want to check out, and AGRX are definitely two things that instantly caught my eye, just mainly because of where the price is. So does it say average volume? Okay, average volume, yeah. Shares float, short. Okay, let's check out this one first. AGRX, this one was on our ticker or our watch list yesterday. The shares float 52 million, not too bad. Let's see if they're up on some news. Gets favorable FDA committee nod. That is just some very speculative news right there. Okay, so probably nothing too much, but this is a huge rally, honestly. The float's relatively high, but let's go ahead and throw this one on our, actually it already is, charts. And this one, I think overnight, yeah, this one was rallying overnight from what I remember. So it hit a high of 2.2. Now it's pulling back to here. 1 second. GRX. So I think, you know, if this can continue a rally, right now the price is right around here. So it's a little above this red line. Let me go ahead and adjust my second screen. Sorry, guys. If I don't change my split screen, it doesn't pull up my TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim account, so just got to keep that in mind. So right now the price is right around here. We hit a high of 2.22, and now there's a little bit drop in price. So let's see, you know, what we can find here for potential entry. So this could be. So if we see a morning panic here, we might see something around these former highs, something right around here. I think the 2 level is going to be very, very strong. But I wouldn't be surprised if we had a little dip under the 2, maybe 1.91 or something like that. But if we got in, let's say at 1.91 and then it continued dipping pretty hard, I think the price could easily slide down here to 1.81, 1.85. Where there's a bit more volume, and then even down here 1.75. Let's check out what the VWAP says. You can see 1.91. There's definitely going to be a lot of support in this area, former high as well. And then yeah, there could easily be a crash down to 1.74. So I mean, that's a 12% drop. That's not a small amount. So we have 2 accounts. We have a Roth IRA account and we have an individual account. Now we have $4,000 spread total, and 2,000 give or take in each one, plus the profits we've made of this month already. So we added yesterday 1,000 additional to each one. So now we're trading. So we were trading yesterday with about $2,000 in $1,000 in each account. So that was the big change I made yesterday. $2,000 was our account size yesterday. Now it's $4,000, which means we could take double the position size. The reason I did that is because I did a very conservative calculation how long it could take us to grow our account to $25,000. And if I doubled our position sizes, it made obviously an exponential difference. I don't really want to be taking on any more risk, and I'm still going to be trading very risk averse, but now we could, if we wanted to, take $2,000 positions. So that was a little update as well. So I think this entry at 1.91 could be really intriguing on here. This is clearly, I've seen some other traders talk about this already. Let me just. I'm not sure if I have trades available in this account, to be honest. I'm going to quickly check that. One sec, let's quickly go ahead and check this. So in my IRA account, I have 3 trades I can do, but you got to remember with IRA accounts, it's quite tricky because you only have, it takes that 48 hours till your funds are available again. So really, you only have the ability to make, I would say, 2 trades a week, kind of 3 if you really time it out perfectly. But ultimately, I have more or less 5 trades per week I can make. Because that you would really have to time it out perfect. And then in my other account, I have 0 trades at the moment, so it's a little bit unfortunate. So we're going to be trading. Oh, that's always a sticky situation you get put in. So we're going to be trading only with our IRA account. Net liquid day trades. Okay, just how to play around with some numbers here and just make sure everything makes sense. Okay, so let's see if we can go ahead and just place an order here. Right now we are in our IRA account. If we just go here to buy, let's go to open, buying power effect. Not really sure. Move this down a little bit, and then let's go 1200, good till cancel, confirm and send. This is too much. Let's say 1,000, confirm and send. Buying power effect is minus that. 1 second. When you have an account that's in the PTT rule, you really gotta kind of fine tune it a little bit. It's a lot of moving things around, which makes trading a little bit more tricky, definitely. So we won't be able to use my main account, unfortunately, today. I'm a little upset about that, to be honest. But you know, we basically have one trade we can make today. So yeah, you really gotta pick and choose it wisely. And we might need to move this up to 2. That moved it to 3. You want to watch out with these positions. See how it says 1.93? Last time, I thought I moved it to the right one, and the fine print said something else, and I got an early entry on a trade that I mean, I wanted, but here, I'll show you actually that right now. Send. It was ABUS, and this was so sketchy the way it happened. If we just zoom in here a little bit, move over right here. So we had a morning panic, and I got my entry at 132, which was actually a pretty nice entry. There was a bounce there, and then you think this was really good, but I didn't want this first dip. I'd like to wait for at least the second, usually the third or fourth dip. And what happened was when I saw that, I was like, oh no, because I originally thought my order was I don't know, it was I think like 131 or something like that, a little bit lower. It could have even been in the 20s. I usually like to be extremely conservative because I only have that one trade. And then I got entered and I was like, no, I got an entry right away, and this is not where I wanted that entry. And since it wasn't where I wanted my entry, I decided to get out right away for only a penny gain, which sucked because there goes my one trade of the day. But you know, it wasn't the trade I wanted, so I wasn't going to, you know, all of a sudden just hope that this would be the one, you know, that everything would work out. So I decided to just get out right away. And it was a good thing I did, because I probably would have, at this point, I would have been down 5% at one point, 5.5%, you know, $50, $60 down based on my position size of roughly $1,000. And I probably would have closed my position, and then would have took that loss. And I would have been, you know, a little upset about that. So I would rather just get out, learn from that, be a bit more cautious next time, be a bit more reserved, place my limit orders before the market opens, and be a little bit just, you know, generally a bit more reserved. So, you know, that's what I kind of learned from that one. Here was our nugs trade yesterday. It was on the other account. Pretty sweet here. Big support in this 0.08 area. We got an entry right there, and then we sold right away. 12% profit at the 0.09. There was initially we almost got out full position right here. It happened like 10 minutes after the live stream, but you know, then we got it was only a partial exit. I just realized we're on the wrong screen again. Second screen. Or wait, no. Okay, everything's working fine. Okay. All right, so let's find at least one more. We have obviously AGRX is the big one we're looking at, and with AGRX, let me just pull this up a little bit so I can finish writing the morning alert right here. So AG possible approval. Holding in size well and is gapping this morning. like an entry right under $2. So let's see how much this one pulls back. There is a drop in volume now. First day was on Thursday last week, really nice. Friday, a big drop in volume, and then Monday we had a little spike, but we'll see. A bounce or will and try to break the high of day of 2.2. So here's just, I was just writing a little watch list a little bit right here, post reply. So AGRX up on some possible approval news. I do want to check a few more things on this, and also I want to mention it's a NASDAQ 55 million float. Whoops, that was 52, but whatever. Whoops, that was not what I wanted to do. So this is quite the volatile stock depending on what the FDA says. I guess all biotechs are like that, and biotechs have lately been going off. Okay, yeah, so new drug approval. Let's just check on one more thing, AGRX. We got 5 more minutes till the market opens. And let's check their 10Q. Got some S8. In September, 62,000 warrants, common stock at $6 per share. So if the stock does end up rallying, let's go to the daily. There's definitely going to be some really, really big resistance at 6, but obviously at 6 is that's really, really far away. So that's not even really something to worry about, I would say. But just go ahead and mark that area. There's just a lot of resistance zones along the way. I think 4.41 is quite an interesting area. And then again, kind of this 3.87 area. I would definitely say there's huge resistance in this area around $4. So yeah, that's what we're going to be looking for. I'm going to go ahead and mute the mic and I'll be right back. Fill this up quickly. Whew, are you guys ready for that opening bell? Can we go back any further on this? No, that's about it.